We're vlogging on the big boy camera today.
The big boy camera.
We're gonna go see the new Evil Dead movie, Evil Dead Rise, which I just found out Rise meant high rise, like a high-rise apartment building, which I should have known from the trailers. I saw the first trailer. It looks silly. It looks very stupid, but you know what? I heard it's dumb, bloody, gory fun, so I'm really excited to check it out. I've seen the Fede Alvarez remake. You haven't seen it, right?
Is it the same director from the remake?
No, it's a different director, but it's a new director. It's a fairly low budget horror film, so it should be a fun time.
How much is it? $1 million?
No, maybe 4. I think. Let me actually Google this. Let me do some fact checking around here because we don't like to spread fake news and lies. Let's see. Evil Dead Rise. Evil Dead. It's 19 million actually. 19 million. Okay, so it's still small comparative to whatever, but yeah, so we're gonna check it out. My history of Evil Dead movies is I've seen the first 2. I haven't seen Army of Darkness because that's less of an Evil Dead movie, more of its own kind of horror comedy. But I've seen the Evil Dead movies, 1, 2, and the remake. So I'm intrigued. I like the Fede Alvarez one. I thought it was fun. I like the premise of it. But yeah, so I have an open mind. But again, I'm coming in pretty low expectations. What about you, Ali? Because you're a pretty decent fan of the first trilogy, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched the remake. I have no interest in watching the remake. But this one is like a separate thing, so I'm like, you know what? Might as well check it out.
Well, so is the first. So is the first remake, but I guess it's trying to be like Evil Dead. This one just has the premise of the Book of the Dead and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so we're just gonna pick up a friend.
Wait, does he live here?
I have no idea. First, we're gonna pick up a friend, then we're gonna go to the wing place called Wingporium. It's kind of like a Buffalo Wild Wings. So I'm gonna try to get in the right mood, probably get some sozzled up, and then we're gonna hit the road and watch some Evil Dead. We found the fellow Goofy Goober, Hasib.
Hi, how's it going? It's Hasib.
Are you excited for Evil Dead Rise?
Yes, I am.
Have you seen the other ones?
I've seen the original, like the 19, I think 86, right? 86 version?
82 or something.
Oh, it's 82? Yeah, with I forgot the actor's name, but
Bruce
it was
Campbell?
really good. I was scared the first time I watched it, and that was like 3 years ago. That was like one of the only movies I was genuinely like scared by. It's because like the way that they perceive like the animatronics or whatever, like that deer head, especially like it was just so like unnatural. And then the zombies in the basement and everything, it was terrifying.
Do you normally watch horror movies?
Not that much. Like I've watched like all the Conjuring. Conjuring 1 was alright, and then Conjuring 2 was a bit scarier because like it was like based on a true story allegedly.
Conjuring Cinematic Universe?
Yeah, the MCU universe.
With the Nun and then La Llorona?
Yeah, they were all like interconnected. The Nun actually was pretty good. I don't know if you guys watched it though. Did you guys?
Yeah, I thought it was the biggest piece of shit in my life.
Oh, I haven't.
I only watched
Okay, before we get into my opinions, I just want to say that this is just my opinion. I'm not saying this as facts. I'm not saying this as a kind of like, hey, if you like this movie, what are you doing? You're not a good movie watcher or critic or whatever. You don't have good taste. This is just my opinion based on the movies that I've seen in my history. The marathoning Evil Dead 1 through the Fede Alvarez movie, and then watching this movie. So prepared for that. Also, warning, I do swear, and I just want to, let people know that. So yeah, let's get into my opinions. Again, please don't take it to heart. It's just my opinions for fun's sake. So yeah. All right, we are back out of Evil Dead Rise. Does anyone want to go first, or should I just rage?
Yeah, you rage.
Okay.
Well, actually, let's hear from all of us.
Let's hear from. I'm here with a bunch of film students because I think they're the higher
I'm not a film
learned.
Student, just on record.
Because you guys are classically trained in film.
Yes.
Yeah, in the film. I'm just a critic, but I want to hear what your thoughts is. First, Ali.
I just graduated from film school, and I thought this was an entertaining film. And it was pretty entertaining.
Have you seen the other ones?
I haven't, but this one was my first Evil Dead. But
Rise,
it was cool. Evil Rise. Yeah.
Evil Dead Rise.
How knowledge are you on other horror films?
Honestly, I don't really watch a lot of horror films. This was probably the first actual horror film I've ever watched in my life.
What? Okay.
Actually, yeah.
were you scared? Were you scared?
No, I just didn't watch it. No.
Wait, these are first hero.
Are you scared?
Actually, yeah, it was first.
Bro, you didn't watch Conjuring? You watch Conjuring
not
in
really,
Insidious?
no. Yeah.
So out of 5, what would you give it?
Out of 5, like 4, honestly. Like 3.5.
Wait, before it was a 5
Whoa!
No, I didn't say that.
No,
Did you?
Nah,
No, he said it was interesting. He said it was
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was.
That's my boy.
Maybe because I haven't watched a lot of horror films. Maybe that's why.
Okay.
Because I don't really watch horror films.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Fernando,
how's it going?
you're also a film student, correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
What is your thoughts? Immediate thoughts on
Like for
watching
Evil Dead, too
Yeah.
much red, bro. Too much red.
Too much
Whole
red.
lot of
I
red.
mean, yeah, predictable jump scares, and I mean, pretty good CGI though. But I gotta say, like, it's still so predictable.
Out of 5?
Out of 5, 3 because of some of the shots were good, but that's
a
it.
60.
I know, right?
that's a
Yeah,
60.
but like story-wise, I would say 2.5.
Damn, it went even lower.
Story-wise.
Shit.
All right.
All right.
Let's see.
So Mazem is not gonna like my opinion about it, but I like the film. Okay, like I didn't super like it. It had predictable jump scares and everything like that.
True.
But the thing about a film to me is environment. I really like the environment. I know it sounds fucked up, but it's like just think about it. Like I guess I'm more in love with the concept than the actual film itself.
Of what, it taking place in a high-rise building?
No, like just like the decrepitness of it. Like I just like how like it plays on your emotions, sort of like it just like it's abandoned. There's no hope. You know what I mean? It's like what do you do, right? So
Like you're
I
trapped.
really like that part. Otherwise, it was shit. Okay, like I'll say that it was shit. Like
Out of 5?
especially out of 5, the concept I'll give 4 out of 5. In execution, it was like a 2.
A 2?
Yeah, it was a 2.
So overall, if you had to grade it,
6.
you had to go to Letterboxd right now, out of 5, what would you give it?
6.
No, out of 5.
Oh, out of 5?
Like 3,
3.256.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, because
That's not like you rate on Letterboxd.
I can't do the same one as him, you know?
Okay.
But yeah, overall it was okay.
Ali, from being the second most horror watcher here,
Yeah, pretty much.
what is your opinions? For being a fan of the original trilogy, what do you think? And you haven't seen the remake.
No, I haven't.
So that's one of the biggest takeaways from this. You haven't seen the remake.
No. As far as I know, the remake is not a part of whatever this is.
Neither is this, though.
Yeah,
No, it's a
so
side
I
story,
think
right?
this was a competently made movie. You know, it was technically sound. It wasn't anything where I was like, oh, this lighting is bad, or oh, this is too blurry. It was well
made.
It was well made. They had professionals working on it.
They have the money.
I really like the scene that's where it's from the POV of the eye hole in the door. I felt that was very cool. It had a lot of suspense there. I think if
Someone hasn't watched Fear. Okay, I see.
I think if there was a short film where it was a POV
joking,
of that
this is-
eye hole, that would be really cool. I would like to see a short film like that.
What else do you got to comment on it?
It's by the numbers, nothing too special. There was some cool moments there. No one was super protected. Like everyone felt like, oh, they could die at any moment, especially since it's not connected to any other part of Evil Dead. I was hoping Ash would show up, just like as a
But
cameo.
he didn't.
He's an executive producer, so.
Yeah, maybe
he
he
did it.
maybe he's like in the grocery store or something.
Yo, imagine if he was like the pizza guy,
Or he's
Oh
the
my
pizza
god.
because they're
He's
getting
like
pizza.
groovy.
guy. Or he's the garbage man.
The garbage man.
Okay.
And then hear them.
Those your final thoughts?
I give it a 2.5 out of 5.
2.5.
I rated it the highest.
Wow. Wait, so your rating
No,
was what?
you
3?
rated the
Your rating was 4, right?
Yes, 4.
Your rating was what? 2.5?
2.5.
2.5? 3?
3.256. Exactly.
2.5.
Exactly.
Okay. Do you want to record?
Your
mine?
turn.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
my YouTube channel.
Here we
All
go.
right. First reaction out of Evil Dead Rise.
Rise on these nuts.
What a shitload of fuck. I'd rather sit on a cactus for an hour and a half than watch this movie again. Holy shit.
Damn.
Number one, actors. I like that they got no names to film in this movie, but at least hire competent actors. Holy shit.
Damn.
Second of all, tropey as shit. Not a single scene where it was horror worked for me. There was like, I think 6 maybe jump scares. I didn't get jumped whatsoever. There's an annoying
got
crowd
scared,
of people. Second off, the gore is extremely boring and tropey and like, someone got stabbed in the arm. Holy shit, someone got a chainsaw to the face. we've seen that so many times. I was expecting there to be an
there
upgrade,
was an eyeball in the mouth.
especially after these years of A24 horror films, after these elevated horror films where there's actual substance, actual creativity, actual, you know, like, hey man, let's make a movie, let's make it not just a generic, shitty, tropey horror film, but this is exactly what it is. I'd rather watch Halloween Kills 2 times in a row than watch this. This was a movie that was an hour and a half, but felt 2.5 hours long. The first half is extremely boring. You don't really care for the characters. It had a weird opening where it's like, oh, before and then afterwards. What is the point of having an opening where it takes place after the events where literally nothing matters? Because if, let's say, you kill the monster, I don't give a shit if you kill the monster, because obviously the monster's gonna come back because you showed that he came back in your intro. Where's the tension? Where's the atmosphere?
Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you, man. But I think the reason they did that was because to set up a sequel.
Exactly.
Right? That's how they want to franchise
exactly.
it, right?
And that's what I hate about it. This is such sequel shit bait. I did not like it. I give it a 1.5 out of 5. This is easily the worst Army of Darkness movie not Army of Darkness, Evil Dead movie I've seen. Easily one of the worst horror films I've ever seen in recent memory, because it's just, it has such a legendary name behind it, like the Halloween franchise, like the Friday the 13th, but it just doesn't do what it sets out to do. There's no creativity. There's nothing. What the fuck was the point of making this movie if you're not gonna do anything new? You're not gonna do anything creative. You're not gonna add any elements. Like this director. Who the fuck is this director? I don't know, because you can't tell.
Yui Bolt?
You can't tell from his style.
Yui Bolt?
If there was a writer, I don't know, because it was extremely tropey. And again, the gore wasn't even fun.
What was the budget?
The budget was 15 million, which I'll give it that. It's a low budget. I like the fact that it had this kind of claustrophobic feel. Everything took place in like one tiny apartment, which I did like. But for the most part, this is it's just what a disappointment. You know, at least I came into this movie with low expectations, but I didn't know it'd be lowered this badly. Again, the gore, you know, and if you've seen the Fede Alvarez movie, it had a pretty decent premise and really good gore. Really creative, really, you know, kind of toe-curling, eye-cringing, kind of wincing gore. This was just fucking, oh, we got stabbed in the arm. Oh my God. It was stupid. This is an extremely normie movie. If you're a normie, you don't watch horror films, maybe you'll like it. But if you actually like horror movies, if you like Evil Dead, this is worse than Halloween Kills, because at least Halloween Kills, there was some semblance of kind of like, hey man, you know, we're not gonna get the best story out of it. At least let's get some egregious kills. Let's get some badass horror in this. This wasn't even a horror movie. Everyone was laughing. Like you guys, like everyone was laughing.
It's a laughable,
especially this dude was laughing.
So if you make a horror movie and there's no horror in it, what the fuck is the point of the movie? 1 out of 5. Honestly, this is one of the.
Damn, he lowered it.
This is a shit movie. Terrible acting. Terrible whatever. There's a lot of I heard someone was like, oh man, if you watch the other Evil Dead movies, you'll get the like what are the backtracks or like the kind of
backstory.
Not backstory, but the references.
Chainsaw.
That's not gonna raise
What
it
a
to
shit
1.5.
movie. I did not like it, and I'll give it a 1 out of 5. What a waste of time. But at least I was here with a group of really good people.
It's always worth it.
Anyways, that was it. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I am Mason from the Mockbuster YouTube channel. Please have yourself a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning. Wherever you're watching this, please stay safe. God bless. Don't watch this movie unless and I was drunk watching this movie. I didn't like it, so imagine that.
Only watch if you're a normie.
Peace out, guys. Should have watched Beau's Afraid.
Yeah, I felt that it felt kind of long too.
Oh, wait.
And it was boring. What the fuck is the point of a horror movie? It's gonna be boring as shit.
Okay. One thing I have to add, actually. The stupidest part of the whole film. Why the fuck did he open that book when he knew it was gonna be bad? It makes no fucking sense at all.
Typical.
Yeah. Typical.
American.
Typical mix.
American horror film.
That was retarded.
Okay, how do I press off?
You press this button.